Eh bien bonjour, welcome in Diagonal TV, bonjour sur Diagonal TV. On va parler un peu anglais aujourd'hui. We're going to speak a little bit English because we receive a star in chess, in the chess world, Elisabeth Paehtz.
Hello.
Hello, Elisabeth. So you had a very good start today at the Nancy tournament.
Yes, but I must confess in the morning I was a bit lucky.
Oh yes, but you made this morning a very good draw against a strong grandmaster.
Against the strongest player in the tournament, yes, against Elisabeth Paehtz. But as I said, I had huge problems in the game, but somehow in the end I could escape actually.
Yeah, very nice game. But we will see another very good game of you today because you made the second round this afternoon. And you won a very nice game against also a strong player, Elisabeth Paehtz, which who is India.
She's from India, yes.
You know her. This
it's
player?
My third game against her.
And so what is?
It was draw, and now I win.
Oh, so you have an ascendant now.
Yes.
A little bit.
So it's okay, but in the last two times I was white, so it's always better to be white. It's a little easier.
So perhaps we now can watch this very nice game you played today against Elisabeth Paehtz from India. So you have white, and you start with
E4.
E4. Okay, normal start. Huh?
Well, sometimes D4, knight f3, but I decided for the first two rounds to play E4.
Yeah, okay. You like openings, open play. So E6,
I was hoping she would go for French because she plays French only, I think, in the last few months.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have much experience, and she doesn't know certain positions. And the line I chose today, I lost myself very, very badly just a few months ago with black. So I understood that the position could always cause some troubles if black doesn't play precisely.
So it was good news for you, this choice.
I was very happy that she went for this line, actually, because I understood, because I play French myself, so I understand the problems you can get. And since I lost with black against Nigel Short only 4 or 5 months ago, I thought, like, let's try it with white.
Okay, so we see the following moves. So normal moves, taking the center, d4, d5. Normal move for French defense.
Knight d2 is a Tarrasch defense. There's knight c3, there's knight d2, and there's e5.
No, okay. Now knight f6. Normal,
e5, knight d7, and now main line is bishop d3.
So bishop d3, but
as I said, I lost against Nigel Short just a few months ago with f4.
Yeah. And
I understood after f4, black should play accurate. Oh. Otherwise, black gets problems.
So you chosen
f4.
F4, the most aggressive one. Eh?
The most aggressive one, yeah.
Yes. So c5, normal move for French defense also.
And here there are like two moves. There is c3.
Yes, also c3 here.
And there's it's but with a different plan. If you play with c3, then you put the knight on d2 to f3.
So you can play after this one, and after the other.
And then the bishop should develop, and then you go with the knight to e2.
Ah, yes. Okay.
But the plan of knight f3 is to put the knight from d2 to b3.
Yes. You play this, and you plan to go in this square for the knight.
Right, yes.
Okay, I understand. So we follow
knight f3, and f3. Now after there is like one trick in the position everybody should know. If you take now on d4, so if black takes on d4,
so if now taking here,
then after knight takes d4, we lose actually because of knight takes e5.
Oh.
And then there is queen h4 check. This is the trick you can miss. That's why after c takes d4.
Alors, we show it for the spectator. Here there is donc ici un gros piège. There is a big trick. Here, taking the knight, and now, check. And the knight in d4, you can take it.
I lose a pawn, and I have a very bad position.
And a very, very important pawn.
And a lot of players can do this wrongly because you don't expect. So after c takes c4, you should play knight b3.
So now
Knight b3.
Knight b3, and it's
then
okay.
you take on d4, and it's normal.
Yeah, this is normal. But she chosen a
Knight c6,
more normal move. Yes.
And now there's knight b3.
Knight b3.
And here there are two moves. Usually there is c4.
So we can play c4 here.
No, black plays c4.
Oh, c4, yes, for black.
Yeah.
Attacking the knight.
And okay, the idea is just to force black to close the position.
Yeah.
And then to attack on the other side.
So
this
yes.
is the idea of knight b3, to provoke him to close.
To provoke to close, so the center is safe.
Yes,
and now
and
you can
we
push the
let
pawns
G4,
on the
F5.
king file.
This is the idea.
Yeah, okay.
So like, for example, after c4.
After c4.
Then knight to d2.
Yeah.
And then the plan is just bishop e2, knight f1, and knight e3. This is all you should know.
The knight after in f1.
And go to e3.
And to e3, and then we can push f5 and also g4 later.
This is like the basic idea of this line.
Okay.
But she didn't go c4. If she takes, I take back with the knight on f3. This is more common now.
Yes.
Because maybe at some point my queen goes to f3, and it's a nice square for this queen.
Okay, very good.
Okay, she played b6, and now I didn't know this move, but it's a bit slow, I think.
Yes, it's slow, but it's
a
normal
move,
one.
Yeah.
It's solid.
It's solid,
yes.
But now after bishop e3.
So it's the game, eh?
Yeah, now c4 doesn't make sense because I play knight e2 and I'm fully developed.
Yes, and the same idea to to develop. So she and now what? Yes, what?
I think she should go here a5. That was my
yes.
not f5, a5, a5.
A5, yes, A5 here. Yes.
This idea maybe of bishop a6.
Yeah, the possibility here to challenge this knight. And so you
to change the bishops with the idea of bishop a6.
Bishop a6 to exchange this one.
Yeah.
Yes, because but it's a very strong one in French defense.
Yes, but even here I think white it should be better. For example, I can play a4 maybe.
Yeah, a4
and try
black,
if you play bishop a6.
A4, bishop x6.
I just take.
You just take.
Yeah.
And after
and I just castle.
Just castle, yes.
And then I still have some ideas with f5.
f5 with the f-file with the rook well placed.
And there are also ideas to play with white c4 at some point.
And now c4.
Not now, that's just ideas.
Yes, idea later to break the center, to push in the center also. Yeah, okay.
But okay, she didn't go a5, she went bishop b7.
So after bishop
e3,
she didn't play this line. She played normal bishop b7.
Bishop e2.
Yeah, bishop e2.
And now I think she made the most serious mistake in the game.
Yeah, this is a slow move also,
This is too slow because you never can play bishop a6 because, I mean, she played queen c8 with the idea of bishop a6.
Yeah, quite the same idea we saw with f4, but
the queen on a6 is very, very bad.
Yes.
And also the queen on d8 always protected d5. So, for example, if I castled, of course.
Yeah.
And now, if bishop a6, I can just I take on a6.
Take.
And if queen takes a6, I play f5.
And now f5.
Because now, if you take on f5, I take on c5, and d5 is hanging, and I'm just much better.
Yes, but when the queen is in d8,
I can play knight takes c5, and I protect d5 pawn.
And
this is also a difference.
Yes.
So she cannot play like this.
Okay. So after castle, she took.
I think maybe she should play g6 here, just to do nothing. But she's already in problems. She also already has problems.
It's very passive.
Very passive.
But g6, in the idea is to block
f5.
This one, and perhaps to develop the bishop in g7.
Yeah, but maybe even after g6, I can still go f5. But this I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
just to sacrifice and knight g5. But
yes.
Now she took on d4.
She took in d4. Yes.
Yeah, I took with
the b1.
I wasn't sure. Maybe the other knight is more precise, but
yes, with the same idea you told us. Taking with the other knight,
but I thought if
but you don't have the queen, you can play the queen.
No, but here the idea is maybe at some point I have knight g5.
Yes, yes, Knight g5 here.
No, if I take with no, sorry, if I took with this knight.
Yes.
But if
taking with the other one, yes.
I wasn't sure. I thought also she plays knight c5 and then she tries to exchange all the knights. And I wanted only to exchange one knight. I wasn't sure about that.
Yeah.
Maybe after knight takes c6, she can take on b3, for example.
Yeah, taking first in b3, attacking the rook, and after taking the other knight, and it's much more difficult to play.
It's more difficult.
Yeah. Okay. So the knight are very important because the position is a close one, no? And
it's a very close one. So I think the other knight was more natural.
Yeah.
The knight I took.
Okay. So after c take, knight b take, and now.
Knight c5.
Yes, I was surprised by this move because I don't know where the knight is going here.
Okay, but if she plays something else, f5 is coming anyway at some point.
Yes, f5 is coming, but perhaps the knight in d7 has a look in the e5.
e5 is not important, I think.
Yes.
The pawn on e5, if she takes, I open everything. It's very dangerous.
It open all the lines against the king.
There's always bishop b5 check also. If I need.
Yes. It's very difficult now.
No, it's difficult. No, I thought like I just take on d4.
So.
And get the other knight into the game. So I took on c6. I changed one knight.
Yes. Knight take.
Take and knight d4.
And now knight d4 with a very good position.
Yeah, I think she should not move the bishop. I think she should play bishop e7. She should try to develop quickly.
Yes.
But I think I go anyway f5, and the position is very difficult. Or maybe g6 again. She should try.
Oh yes, to block the f5.
Yes. I anyway played c4. The position is already close to be lost.
Yes, it's yes. We are afraid of c4 because if you take,
I take on c6,
and after bishop f3,
I win.
And all the queen, the rook.
It's very bad. So
yes,
she played bishop d7.
So now she played this bishop d7, yes,
and c4.
And now opening the position.
Opening the position.
And now we feel it's very difficult because she hasn't castle.
And she will not manage to castle this game.
We don't know how to castle because of the bishop in f8 is still not developed and it's very slow. Also.
Now she has to take on c4. She has to react again.
Yeah, take. Bishop takes.
And bishop e7.
And now, but it's too late.
It's too late. And here I had two moves. I mean, I was thinking rook c1 or b4.
Yes.
But after rook c1, she plays a5 and her knight stays on c5.
Here, a5.
And here I wasn't sure about the position. There are like some ideas with f5, but I didn't see anything concrete.
But we explained that is this move here is to block the b4 move. Eh? Oh, yes, okay. So you play b4 first.
I played b4 first because I understood the knight is in trouble. It doesn't matter where the knight goes.
Yes, and also you have the queen here. You can
play rook c1 and the next move.
Yes, you have sometimes more to develop your pieces against the queen also. Yes, okay.
So b4.
So b4.
And she went to a6. If she goes to e4, she will lose this knight, I think.
Ah, yes.
If she goes to a4, I play queen b3.
And now queen b3.
Yeah, because rook c1 doesn't work because of knight b2. But here queen b3 is very annoying because...
Controlling the c3 square and the b2 square.
I have the idea of f5 and I have idea of rook c1.
Rook c1 attacking the queen.
And also I have idea of bishop b5 and then to trap the knight on a4.
Bishop b5
also an idea.
Ah, yes, and the bishop don't control the knight anymore. Yes.
So this is knight a4 doesn't work. Yeah. So what she did, I think, is maybe only move knight a6.
Or it was also possible to think about knight b7, but b7 is a very bad square for the knight.
Then the knight has no squares.
Yes, d6, c5, a5, he cannot move.
No, she cannot move. Knight a6 she played.
So knight e6.
Yeah, rook c1.
Attacking the queen.
And I think here she must play knight c7, only move.
Ah, yes.
Not to lose immediately.
So this was possible.
This was probably the best defense, let's say.
Yeah, controlling the d5 here, perhaps to go into b5 later, the queen in b7 perhaps.
And here I wasn't sure what to do.
Yeah,
because it's not so easy here what to do. I mean, f5 maybe f5 is an idea.
Yeah, f5 is possible, yes, to attack. And it's difficult for black. But
she can take now on f5.
Yeah, she can take with the pawn.
And I didn't see how to proceed here. So, I mean, it's not so easy.
It's not so easy, yes. You are attacking f7, but only one time.
Yes.
Perhaps knight. Yeah, but she can castle if you
if they play queen b3, she castles.
She castles, of course.
But there's an idea here, very interesting, is to play e6.
E6, sacrificing
a
second pawn.
And now, I mean, she cannot take with a bishop, I think, because I take, and if you take with a pawn, I have bishop f4.
Taking with
with a bishop.
With a bishop, she cannot take with the knight because of the rook, so she has to take with pawn.
And now bishop f4.
And now bishop f4 and yes, the pin.
There's a pin, and the same idea. If she takes on e6, I go bishop f4. This was the plan.
Yes,
and this I'm not sure, but I think this is also like very difficult for her now.
And now, for instance, if black plays also bishop d8, there is a knight b5.
In the worst case,
and, yes, and threatening a fork.
Yeah, I can also take on c7 and knight b5.
Yes.
And if she takes on e6, go back after
bishop
take. If she takes with a pawn.
Now, if black takes with the pawn,
I think also bishop f4.
Bishop f4 now.
And bishop d8 probably only move.
And threatening perhaps bishop takes c7, and after bishop d5 attacking the rook.
Bishop takes c6. There are a lot of ways.
Oh yes.
And now bishop d8 is only move.
Bishop d8, yes.
And now I calculated till this moment.
Yeah.
And here I wasn't so sure. Maybe here is knight takes f5.
Knight takes f5.
Maybe, but I'm not sure.
Threatening a fork here. Threatening g5, g7.
And if you take with a
castle, perhaps.
Now castle, I have knight castle looks very strange, but maybe it works.
Maybe it works. Yes. Now castle, and we escape.
Maybe, yeah.
Just at time, because now if you attack the queen, she can go to b8. Okay, it's not very good, but okay.
Okay, I don't think this is defendable even after queen b8.
Yes, we don't like it the queen in b8 because also there is a bishop in f4 attacking it. So
I don't think that black survives.
Yes, but, it is difficult. So now after rook c1, she played queen
b7.
In b7. Yes.
But now f5 is very simple.
And now yeah. Now the attack seems very strong.
I think she must try queen e4, but also queen e4 should lose.
And now she cannot castle.
She cannot castle because I take on e6.
Okay.
No, I can even play f6 maybe. No. Maybe f6 is easier.
Now f6 breaking the castle. If black take, we take the pawn, the rook protecting, and after we have
queen g4 and queen
check
mate,
and mate in g7. So she has to play, for instance, bishop take before. And now
in the worst case, I think I can go queen g4.
Queen g4 perhaps, but perhaps at the end she can go to f8.
Yes,
but perhaps taking g7.
Maybe checking on g7. I think she will not be able to defend.
Yeah, because you have the bishop of black squares.
And f7 is very weak. I think this is also should be winning.
Yes, because if she moves the rook, so f7 is
very weak. You have queen h5 and bishop d3, and the story is over.
Yeah. And also, yes, it seemed very difficult to defend this. So after f5, difficult to think about castling.
But you should play queen e4, maybe queen e4 to try.
Yes, to try to challenge.
But there are a lot of moves, and I didn't know which move to play after queen e4 because there are too many moves.
Yes, queen e4. So counter attack on the bishop here, because the knight is also out of the game.
But I thought maybe easiest here is to play queen e2.
Just queen e2, protecting the bishop. So the knight in a6 is attacked.
And now if knight takes b4, or maybe knight c7, she should... No, but knight c7...
Or knight taking b4?
I take on e6.
And after e6.
And I take them with a bishop on e6, and the knight. If the knight is on e6, she will not be able to defend.
Yes.
But maybe there is a stronger move than queen e2. But I thought queen e4 is the best defense because I have a lot of moves and I have to take a decision.
Yes.
What she did, I have only one variation, which is winning, and this was much easier for me.
Yeah. So yes, it was the most practical chance.
That's the most practical chance is queen e4.
Okay, so b5.
But now it's easy.
Now it's easy for you because you take in a6, and now it's a very nice ending for us to
Yes, but they are like also like after f takes e6, b takes c4.
Now if she didn't play this, but no, if she takes with the pawn,
I take with the bishop, and she can resign. I
just thinking, and you threaten. What is the threats to check here, to go to h6?
Bishop f7 check is a threat.
And also bishop f7
this is strong enough.
Yes, it's
and
strong.
Then if king d8, knight e6 mate.
Yes, it's mate. It's mate because the bishop in 7 is under a pin also here with the queen. So the king in the center is never good. So after this, she cannot play taking with the pawn. So she takes the bishop, which seems the best move. Because it's an attacking piece.
Yeah. Okay, I take on d7.
Yes.
And after queen takes d7.
Only move.
Only move. Yeah. I have rook takes f7 or I have e6.
Oh yes.
I wasn't sure what to do. It was very hard to choose.
We have to show this. Bishop rook take because you cannot take the rook because of a6 check and winning the queen. Beautiful. Rook take f7 seems very difficult. So after queen
but I
take,
decide e6.
So e6.
F takes e6.
The only move because if you take with the pawn in f7, it will be very hard. So
F takes e6. And here I thought I win immediately, but then I saw that she had a defend. I thought queen h5 check.
Yes.
And she must play g6.
Check. So now g6 is only move. She can also play rook king d8, but
after rook d1, I think it's very hard for her.
But threatening knight take e6 with check, winning the queen, and
it's very hard for her. So g6.
So g6
and now queen e5.
Queen e5 attacking.
But now she can play long castle.
Yes, long castle.
And if rook takes c4
with a check,
king b7.
And black is okay.
No, I mean black's not okay, but I didn't see a forced win here.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't go for this line.
It was more difficult to finish this than the
And I thought when the king is on d8, it's more tricky for her.
Yeah, okay.
This was then I decided queen f3.
So queen f3.
Knight c7. I think
attacking
only move.
The rook here. Threatening also queen f7 check, and she cannot make long castle here
because I have queen a8 and rook takes c4.
We can watch it. Now you have
queen a8 check. I think
check first.
Yes, and if knight b8, well then I take on a7.
Knight b8 and rook takes c4, and there is no defense. Yes, it's okay. So queen f3. Yeah, now knight c7.
Queen f7 check.
And now check.
King d8.
Only move.
And since I didn't see any forced win, I decided just to take her pawns to play safe. I mean, if you don't see a forced win, you just take everything. Yes, of course. I mean, rook takes c4, you have to calculate rook f8, and I didn't want to calculate this.
Anyway, the position is a very, very, very strong one because of the king in the center, the rook are not connected, so you take the material.
This was for me, like queen takes g7, rook e8 was the only move. Then I took on c4. And now she found the only move, I think, which is king c8. Everything else is losing. Yes,
king c8, but we don't like it because there is a rook here. We are pinning our own
now
knight.
After queen e5, she must play bishop d6.
Queen e5, yes.
Bishop d6 is the only move.
Because you're threatening to...
I tried to take on c7 here in any move.
Yes, okay.
And the only move here was bishop d6.
Bishop, so she didn't.
No.
Bishop d6.
I play queen e4, Now A8 is hanging.
Attacking the rook.
She must play rook B8.
Yeah.
But I thought even here after rook C1, I think she will
rook
not...
F C1.
Yeah, she will not defend for long.
Yes, very difficult. The king cannot escape, and it will be also very difficult. But here she played...
King B7, and
Queen
now
B7.
After rook takes C7, it's very easy.
Check. And now...
Queen
it
takes
seems you are sacrificing
an exchange,
rook sacrifice, but okay. After
Queen E4
quick
check,
take, there is check here.
She cannot go to B8 because I have knight C6 check.
Knight check.
If King C8, in the worst case, I take on E7 and A8 is hanging. This is the worst case.
Yes. Yes. Oh yes.
Easiest,
yes.
yeah.
You can take the bishop and after the rook. Oh yes.
So King A6.
So King x6.
And
yes.
here I thought I win immediately with b5,
yeah.
but actually I don't.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Because
b5
after
check.
King b6.
So King or King a.
King a5 is mate.
King a5
after
is.
knight c6 and rook b1, you're mate.
Check.
You will be mate.
And after yes, you
will be mate.
So.
So,
okay.
but here after knight takes e6.
Knight take e6.
She has bishop c5.
Check.
And bishop c5.
Attacking the queen. Ah yes, but.
And this you can miss. And here still it's fine because here I can
because the rook is here is in front of the queen. That's the point.
So I can play bishop takes c5.
Yeah.
No, not
no.
This here I may lose, but
okay. Yes.
Only move I think bishop takes c5.
Now rook take queen.
No, not knight takes c5. Bishop takes c5.
Oh yes.
This is the easiest.
Okay.
And I end up with a piece. You have to take.
Take.
And I take.
Check. And you take with the knight.
And you take here, and I take here.
With the knight more.
Yeah, but I wanted her to resign immediately, so I decided just instead of all these complicated things, to go rook c1, and she has to take on c1. But this is over.
Yes, because attacking the queen, and after you have also b5.
b5, I have rook c6. I have everything.
Yes,
and this was a way easier without complications.
Yes, it's much easier. She resigned here.
Yeah.
Without possibility. So a great attack against the king. Okay, she didn't play enough quickly to save his king.
No, queen c8 was very bad, and I think also to take on d4 was bad. I mean, she made like a couple of mistakes, and then I think it was very difficult.
So very good start for you.
Yeah,
in this tournament. So what do you expect in this tournament to make a norm?
I don't want to think about that. I just want to play.
Just want to play, yes, and to make a good result.
Yeah, this is the most important. Just to make a decent result.
With a very good day one for you, Elisabeth Paehtz. Thank you very much to have come in Diagonal TV show. Diagonal TV show. I know you speak a little bit of French.
Yes, un petit peu.
Un petit peu. Donc vous pouvez dire un petit mot pour nos spectateurs.
J'ai appris dans l'école, mais je n'ai pas d'expérience de parler.
De parler français. Voilà. Donc, mais quand même un peu.
Je peux écrire.
Oui.
Mais c'est facile, mais je ne peux pas parler.
Mais jouer aux échecs contre des Français, ça c'est possible.
Si. Oui.
Merci beaucoup Elisabeth. Thank you very much Elisabeth. Thank you. Merci de nous avoir suivis donc sur cette émission Diagonal TV spéciale anglais pour une fois. Bon, à Nancy, on est beaucoup avec beaucoup de joueurs internationaux, donc peut-être on fera une ou deux émissions de plus en anglais. Merci. Je vous dis donc à bientôt sur Diagonal TV pour une autre émission. Au revoir.